Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Miss Marlene. Happy New Year, Kay. Happy New Year, Amanda. Grand Rising, everybody. Happy New Year, Alicia. I am feeling well. I am up and I'm about to make a smoothie. How are you guys doing this morning? Hey, Chantel. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy New Year. So good to see everybody. I'm gonna be making a simple smoothie for this morning. I've been talking to you guys before, telling y'all that I was gonna go ahead and get back on my detox journey and all that good stuff. Well, today's the day. So we're gonna make a smoothie, even though I don't have everything that I need or would like to have. This is one of those things that you can do however you want to do it. All you need is some ingredients. I personally don't drink milk or eat any dairy products. So my smoothies are never going to have cow milk. Now I may do an occasional almond milk, but for the most part I do hemp milk. So I'm going to have to get me some hemp seeds and stuff like that so I can get my stash back up of all of my detox stuff. So basically, even though it's the beginning of the year and it's my birthday month, my birthday is this month, all month long, I'm still going to go ahead and start on my detox because that's important. Happy New Year. Yes, so what I have here are some gala apples. Um, did you guys go out and celebrate? How did you guys bring in the new year? I was here in the bed dozing off, watching YouTube and posting on social medias. But that was about it. So how did you guys bring in the new year? Start your 2026. I figured I didn't make it outside to start 2026. Not that I wanted to, but the first thing in my body this year was going to be healthy. Miss Alicia says we had church from 7 to 9. Awesome. I sound do dairy other than ice cream, yogurt, and cheese. Oh, okay. Kay doesn't do dairy either with family, but of course I was tired. Yes, yes, yes. Um, yeah, so all I chopped up, this is a gala apple. Um, as I do this, if I continue doing this, if you guys are interested in this, I was talking to you guys about how I changed my diet a couple of years ago and how it helped me get off of bed rest and start getting my life back together. I was also able to not have to take medications for certain things. I was diagnosed with diabetes, and I no longer have to take medication for diabetes because it's all being controlled by what I eat, or should I say what I don't eat. So you may hear me talk more and more about an alkaline journey or an alkaline lifestyle, and that's going to be loosely what I'm doing. The journey is yours individually, so however you decide to do it, whatever you decide to do, of course, any good measures or any good deeds for your body is better than a bad deed for your body. So whatever level you're on, just get started. So good for you. Yes, ma'am. So I am just putting some bananas in there. Now normally I would like a actual natural banana. And as we talk about it more, you'll hear me talk about alkaline fruits and vegetables as opposed to, I guess, standard or traditional. I'm trying to reach around y'all and get a napkin because I don't have any paper towels up here for some reason. So these aren't my preferred bananas, but it is what I had in my house, so that's what I'm using. And this is going to be better than, say, grits, eggs, and bacon or anything like that. I can't even eat that stuff, so I don't really have a choice. But I cut up an apple, a gala apple. I just put in a banana. You also saw me cut up and squeeze out a key lime. Now these are key limes. They are much smaller than your traditional limes. These ones are alkaline and good for you. Grand Rising, Miss Norma, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Just making a little light smoothie this morning, nothing too tough. I do have a bag of blueberries. I don't know why I have this bag of blueberries in my freezer, but I found them, so we're gonna use them. Hopefully, if not this weekend, next weekend I can get, if I can't get somebody to go to a farmer's market for me this week to get me some supplies, the next Saturday I'll go out and get my own supplies, or next week I'll go out and get my own supplies, so that we can get back on our journey. Grand Rising, Happy New Year, Vonnie, welcome in. Hey, Creative Couture, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody is having an amazing 2026. You guys excited? I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm super pumped at this point. So all we have in here, bananas, apples, blueberries. I'm going to put a large scoop of sea moss gel in here. And I made the sea moss gel myself. This is Condis Crispus sea moss. It's an Irish moss. So I put that in there. I made my gel with, what is it, like sarsaparilla, burdock root, um, sea moss, the Condis Crispus sea moss, and soursop. So that's what's in my actual gel. Happy New Year. Ain't been asleep yet? Let's go, Vonnie. Grand Rising, Melvin. Happy New Year to you as well. Thanks for coming in. So I just put those fruits in there. I don't usually do my stuff too cold, but it's been recommended that I have cold things as opposed to hot things, now that I'm missing teeth. So I just added a little bit of ice. Like I say, you can add milk, you can add hemp milk, you can add whatever it is you want to this. I've seen people do it with like juices and all that kind of stuff. It's just up to you. I literally just put a little bit of water, maybe an eighth of a cup of water in there, fourth of a cup maybe. And that was it, just to help it along some. Creative Couture says, S. Marie, send me your email. Interested in your sea moss. Okay, honey. I'll, here, let me screenshot that so I can, okay, there we go. So I can remember to go back and, go back to your page and get your email and stuff. So there we have it. Doesn't look all that appealing, and I could put mangoes, any of the things. You can do whatever fruit you want. Now there are some awesome combinations of fruit, like things that people traditionally put together. But as you do this more, you'll be incorporating the fruits that you either like the best, or that are better for you, or that you have readily available. Because sometimes of the year we get certain fruits, and other times that kind of thing. So it's going to fluctuate. It could fluctuate. You can use fresh fruit, you can use frozen fruit. It's just up to you. And like I said, where you are in the journey. And if you're going to be doing better, I recommend you go ahead and start. I could have easily said, well, I'm not going to do my smoothie today. I'll wait until tomorrow, or I'll start on Monday when I have the opportunity to go to the store and get this, that, and other, and all that kind of stuff. But no time like the present. So being able to have a better meal option than to just chalk it off and say I'll wait until another time. No time like the present. So even though it's not my preferred ingredients, this is still going to be way better for my body than eating anything out of my refrigerator. I can tell you that now. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Miss Nene, welcome in. Happy New Year. Welcome, welcome. Now this is gonna be loud, you guys. I can either mute you or y'all can hear. It's up to you. I think I'll mute y'all. This is gonna be really loud. Let's see. Where's the mute thingy? So we give that a rough blend. What's the temperature like in your area? Y'all will hear some water in the background because we have water dripping here. It's like 30 degrees in my part of Florida. So we had to keep the pipes, keep the water flowing so that our pipes won't freeze. We don't have a lot of weather protection for cold weather because we're in Florida, so we do take certain precautions when our temperatures drop, that kind of a thing. So I'm basically just taking a spatula or a spoon and making sure I get my contents down so that it can all blend up pretty good. If by chance you want this a little sweeter, instead of adding like cane sugar, you can add agave. That's what I use to sweeten my teas. And let's see, do we have, yeah, this is agave. This is organic light agave. This is still a processed food. However, it's not as processed as some of the other ones. So I'm okay with that. Let's see, who am I missing? Hey, all occasions gifts. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Miss Gloria. It's 14 degrees there. All occasions. Woo. Creative says cold, cold, 31 here in the 757 Virginia Beach area. Okay. It's 16 there, Miss Normal. Good goodness. Yeah. So let me be quiet about my little hot 30 degree weather. Let's blend this up a little bit more. Oh, there's my mom. Don't have to worry about finishing the wardrobe. Okay. And what I was attempting to show you guys is sometimes with these blenders, you can tell when things actually get blended to a good consistency because your liquids are going to mix more, and so it's going to make more of a wave effect in your blender. So, Happy New Year, Vonnie. So that's it. It wasn't a lot. Like I say, I just put whatever I had in here. I do have some citrus fruit up here. My grandmother has oranges and tangerines and grapefruits and something else growing, and she's got bags and bags and bags of it. So me and my immediate family, my kids and stuff, just ate like a 30-pound bag or something. They just split up a 30-pound bag of fruit. So we have plenty of citrus fruits here. They're not necessarily the best when you're detoxing because they do have acid in them and can cause mucus. However, like I say, I ain't worrying about any of that. My focus is to do better with the choices that I made. Not necessarily that I have to have completely all alkaline food. And if you are transitioning or going into an alkaline diet or an alkaline lifestyle, I'll caution you not to go and try to purchase everything at one time. It would be great if you can find you some recipes or some things that you like and you can incorporate. Let's say you're a pancake type of person in the morning. Well, figure out how to make alkaline pancakes or pancakes with better ingredients than the ones you were making. Let's say you stop by McDonald's every day and you get the pancakes and the sausage and the whatever for breakfast. Okay, instead of doing that, let's reduce the processed food, the takeout food. Let's cook it at home. And if we're cooking it at home, we're going to try to make it with better ingredients. That kind of thing. So it's baby steps. So nobody's saying that, yesterday you were at McDonald's in the drive-through. Now today you went out and bought all of this particular food and you're only going to eat this way. You can do that if you have the willpower to do it, but it's usually a lot easier on our bodies if we transition ourselves into it. So just start by cutting down on the processed food. Maybe not cutting it out if you have a lot of it in in your refrigerator, or in your pantry. Maybe just cut down on that processed stuff some and buy more natural whole foods. Make the baby steps. I could have waited, like I said, and had the perfect ingredients, but I was like, no, we're gonna go ahead and make this because this is what I'm gonna have. This is what I want to put in my body this year. Miss Dyrus, Grand Rising. She says, hi there. How's things going? Happy New Year to you. With mighty blessings and good health. Thank you, Miss Dyrus. Same to you. Hey, Miss Jeanette. Jeanette says, Happy New Year. Everybody is 30 degrees here in St. Louis, but it feels more like negative 10. Good, Miss Jeanette. That's a lot. So, that was the smoothie of it all. Nothing terribly difficult about the smoothie. It's what you make it. Happy New Year, Tasha. Welcome in. Many blessings to you and your family as well. I was just up here making a little bit of a smoothie this morning, and talking about health. And I figured, I started this before, well, I didn't actually start it. We were talking about it before me, and this is my favorite part. I love the pour. I used to do this in an alkaline detox group that I was in, and I was like voted the most posting person because I was cooking all of the food and just making it look so appetizing, let them tell it. But this is my favorite part. I love me a good smoothie pour. So I want to set you guys up so y'all can see it. But I don't know if that's far enough back. I need something. I don't really need anything. But we're going to do the smoothie pour. Y'all ready? Make sure y'all can see this. All right. So it's blueberries, bananas, key lime, sea moss, and I think that's all I put in here. Usually I'll do strawberries or strawberries, mangoes, papaya. Like I say, you can add hemp milk or any of your almond milks. So there's you a nice little smoothie. Now the reason I put it in the glass, I try to stay away from plastics. So by putting it in my glass, I can actually take this, and now it's airtight, and I can put this in my refrigerator. So I can make these in advance. Now I wouldn't make them too far in advance, like you may do a day or 2 or 3 of them. But you can make them the night before and put them in your freezer so they can get a little slushier. Or you can make them the morning of and just save you a couple of them so that you can have them for the next days. It is totally up to you. Let's see. Grand Rising, Miss Peggy, welcome in. Vonnie said, hey, what? What, Vonnie? Vonnie, where you been? You ain't been asleep. You was out celebrating, bringing in the new year. I hope you had fun for me, too. But it's officially my birthday, y'all. January, we celebrate all month long, baby. And Valentine's Day is on Saturday. Mardi Gras is on the following Tuesday. So after I sell my baskets, we're getting on the road and we're going to Mardi Gras this year. So I've missed Mardi Gras the last 3 or 4 years straight because of baskets. I'm going to Mardi Gras this year, y'all. So I'm super excited about that. So it's shaping up to be an awesome next 8 weeks, 7 weeks. We only have 4 or 5 weeks before Valentine's Day, you guys. Did y'all know that? Are you aware? So if you have not, you probably want to go ahead and get started on all of the things. But that's all I wanted to do. Just come in and share with you guys a little bit of smoothie that I made. Use my sea moss spoon. But yeah, I mean it's nothing spectacular. It's literally just a little bit of liquid. And like I say, you can put more liquid in it. You can put less liquid in it. Some people like it to be more of like a applesauce consistency. It usually depends on how cold I have it. Depends on how much liquid I put in there. So, Fonnie says, yep, I don't even know how that got on the screen. Anyway, happy pre-birthday. Thank you. It's the 25th of January, but I celebrate all month. Like, literally woke up this morning to happy birthday text. And just my friends and family know we going to be cutting up all of the month long. So, I encourage you guys to come along and cut up with me because it is my birthday month. But that's all I had for you guys. We got 23 people on and 13 thumbs up. Thank you all so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Hey, Nicole. Happiest New Year to you. Thank you for sharing your drink. You are welcome. I hope that was of some help to you. And like I say, if you guys are interested, we can keep doing this because it's on and popping. This most recent little situation that I had going on, we ain't doing this anymore. Like, no more, baby. So, we finna get on the ball. So, if you guys want to come along, y'all let me know and we'll get into it. Like I say, for the most part, I'm looking at more of an alkaline detox. And that's eating foods that are not necessarily going to put your body in an alkaline state. However, when we say alkaline, it just basically refers to the fact that it does not, these are the foods that are less likely to cause mucus in your body. And the science behind it all basically is that a lot of the illnesses and diseases and things that are going on nowadays have a very strong root in mucus in your body. Around your heart would be heart disease. In your pancreas creates diabetes. Mucus in your brain is Alzheimer's. Mucus in your joints is arthritis, fibromyalgia, things like that. So a lot of the ailments that people are dealing with really come down to mucus. And if you can get your stop putting the mucus causing foods in your body and give your body some downtime, some rest time, flood it with some teas and nutrients, it will allow your body to rest as well as to start healing itself. So, whereas a lot of the medicines that are prescribed just mask our symptoms, there are things that we can actively do and eat and partake of that will help our body start to heal itself. So, like I say, that's how I ended up off of bed rest and in a much better place now in my life than I was a couple of years ago. However, I have fallen off the wagon. I just basically started doing a lot of other stuff, getting more consumed in activities since I was actually up out of the bed. And so I wasn't paying as much attention to my health. So I have gained a little bit of the weight back. However, it was nothing, weight loss wasn't the biggest thing for me. It was really how I felt, how my body felt, and not getting sick and that kind of thing. So anyway, that's enough of that. But I just thought I would come in and let you guys know that that's what I've got going on. Like I say, if y'all want to do it, we can do it. And I'm willing to pair up or team up with anybody if you guys are wanting to get this. Like I say, I learned from a guy up in New York, and he's actually the manager of one of Dr. Sabi's son's herb shop up in New York. So that's where I got a lot of my product and a lot of my knowledge. So thank you. Somebody did something. Let me see what y'all saying. Miss Peggy says, happy dad. Okay, Vonnie said that. I saw Nicole. And congrats, Nicole. I saw your win. Miss Norma says, happy birthday, minus the 27. Yay, Miss Norma. Exciting. Hey, Miss Cheryl, Grand Rising. Happy New Year. Pretty girl says, now mail me a drink. I'll start drinking them too. If I could, I would, Tasha. Goodness knows I would. But I can tell you guys one thing. if you do it in baby steps and don't stress yourself out, don't be such a stickler about it. And y'all know I'm talking to myself, right? If you do it a little bit at a time, baby steps, and not be such a stickler about it, it's something that'll actually stick with you. And once you start feeling better, then you don't want to not do it because you're like, I don't want to feel like I was feeling before. Um, so it's one of those things. So if I could start you guys and just get you into it and get to the feeling better, I know you'll be hooked. I know you're doing it. You know what I mean? Uh, Vonnie says, I know, right, Tasha? Hi, Maya, Armia, Grand Rising, and Happy New Year. My apologies for messing up your name. Kay says, thank you for this live estimate. People don't understand the health coverage does not want to pay for self-imposed illnesses. That is correct. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you. The $5 for the health tips. I appreciate you. Miss Dara says, looking forward to hanging with y'all again this year. I enjoyed the creative ideas. Wasn't it fun? 2025 was a blast. There were some ups and downs, but of course, with life, it's always going to be like that. So yes, we basket makers had an awesome 2025. Regardless of how much we sold, how much we created, all of the things, we were in it. We stuck it out. We did what needed to be done. And we enjoyed ourselves, and we're better people for it. So I am happy. I'm proud of you guys for making it through 2025. And I am excited to see where we all go for 2026. It's such just awesome time of the year. Kay says, and medicine causes other problems most of the time. Yes, it does. Maya says her niece's birthday is today. Happy birthday to Maya's niece. Hey, Rachel from Daddy's Treasure Chest. Welcome in. Happy New Year. I just made a smoothie or two or three. So I was just talking about getting back on it. Y'all know I fell off the wagon with my little health care and all of that stuff, and started having more and more illnesses and stuff this year. So we officially back on it, and I wanted the first thing in my body this year to be something healthy and that was going to benefit me. Not I don't want to be eating for taste. I want to eat to fuel my body, to make my body feel better. So um, we can of course tweak the things that we eat to make them taste better, but the benefits of the foods that I'm putting in my body is what I'm going after more so this year than I had last year. Please don't forget to ring the doorbell. Thank you, Miss Alicia. Rachel says, Nicole, did you see you won a prize? Please let me know how to get you your prize. Yes, Nicole Wilder Brown, you won a prize at Daddy's Treasure Chest. Miss Norma says, I needed this morning. I be fighting the negative thoughts. It's okay, Miss Norma. We here. We here. I mean, it is what it is, honey. And it ain't always going to be Skittles and rainbows and unicorns. I mean, we got to do what we can do. And I think a lot of, or excuse me, I know for a fact for myself, a lot of the, um, not just health issues, but mental issues, um, are affected by the things I eat, the things that I do, not allowing the intrusive thoughts or the negative thoughts, grounding, literally putting my feet on the ground so that I can recharge from the earth, um, deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, breathing literally from your core and not just shallow in and outs. These are things that, of course, improve your quality of life, but they also have medical benefits. Deep breathing helps lower blood pressure. It also reduces stress and anxiety, that kind of thing. Grounding, going outside and literally putting your feet on the earth, will recharge your battery. So it's so many different things. So if we start doing things just a little bit differently, and of course we don't feel like it, may not feel like it at the beginning, but if you just keep putting forth some effort and getting into it, then I think you'll end up at a point to where you're saying, hey, I literally feel better this week or today than I did 2 weeks ago. And once you start noticing that, you kind of want to stick with it and get yourself, see how far you can take it. But Miss Norma, I am happy that this is something that you needed this morning. Miss Rachel says, or that you got what you needed this morning, Miss Norma. Miss Rachel says, I'm about to get started with my health journey this year also. Yes, I've been off track the last 2 years. Time to get back on track. Exactly. Hey, be pretty, Grand Rising. Happy New Year. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And of course, everybody's going to be, oh, we're joining the gym and we're doing this and we're doing that. Hey, if that's what you want to do, if that floats your boat, then have at it. I'm trying not to make any grand plans or routines and all of this stuff. So I literally saw people yesterday throwing out all of their food. I was watching them live, and the lady was just getting rid of all of her stuff because as of the new year, she was eating better and she didn't want any of that stuff in her house and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, I get it. Whatever you need to do in your personal journey is, okay. But for me, I was like, nah, let me not trash all of my stuff. Let me eat what I have, consume what I have, give it away. And as I replenish things, I'm looking for healthier options. I'm going to look into what I can actually eat now and get some of that stuff. So, like, instead of doing grits, I'll do quinoa flakes. And I may even have some quinoa flakes up here. Hold on, let me get this out of this cabinet. And these are quinoa flakes. Quinoa flakes. So quinoa is another of the ancient fruits, vegetables, grains that we can have. Now we can use this and make it into a hot cereal, kind of like a cream of wheat. You can use it in baking. They use these. They kind of look like the Rice Krispie Puff cereals or whatever. They kind of put you in the mind of that. But you can get them puffed. You can use them as a topping. But I usually make this and add just a little bit of sweetener and some fresh fruit. Cut up some fresh fruit, and I'll have this for breakfast. So it's kind of like a cream of wheat, but instead of eating grits and eggs and sausage and bacon, y'all know bacon is my favorite. I'm going to eat something like that. So that's it. That's all. Food is too expensive to throw away, right? That's why I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. I mean, I may not necessarily eat it or want it, but I do have people in my family that could take it, So if I don't want this, what is this? My kid brought me, um, oh, not Hot Pockets. What are the things? Tostino pizza rolls or something? I was like, girl, I don't think I've ever eaten a freaking Tostino pizza roll in my life. Why would you bring me this? She's like, Mom, I bought you something to eat. I'm like, for real? I'm missing teeth out of my mouth, and I'm on a liquid diet, and you bring me pizza rolls of all things. Nah, baby girl. So, like I say, I got that, but I'm not eating those. So, of course, the grands will come over. They may eat it. If not, then I'll take them to a food bank or something like that. But, and I can tell you one thing. Alkaline and the way that I'm going to, because I'm literally going to be phasing out majority of the meats and any type of animal products. That's one of the bigger contributors of mucus in our body is the meats and the animal products. So in the place of that, I'm going to be adding a lot more mushrooms, different types of mushrooms to my diet. So I got some awesome recipes. I do a fried oyster mushroom that is to die for. So we'll get some of that stuff going on too. I'll show you some of the tricks of the trade and some things that I've learned and that have helped me over the years. And hopefully we can get better with it. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I wanted to do. I made my smoothie. Let me put these things in the dishwasher and go have a seat again. I'm gonna turn off all of these lights, and I am going to respond to Chris Couture. Oh man, I dropped my little light thing, y'all. Everything's fine, y'all. I just dropped my light. It's the light Kay told me about. This thing is the bomb. But yeah, I just dropped my little light. I love fried tomatoes. Yeah, fried mushrooms. Yes, goodness. Yes, honey. I can do a oyster. No. Lion's mane. Into like a crab dish, a seafood type dish. Lovely. The crab cake is so good. But yeah, we do all of the things. All of the things mushrooms. So we'll get into that as well. Oh, what kind of mushrooms? Oh, hell, you ever made mushroom taco? Let me know. Yes, ma'am. Mushroom tacos, definitely. That's one of my favorites. And when I do my tacos, my Taco Tuesdays, baby, we making it from scratch. I'm talking about from the tortilla all the way up, all of it. I can make, because I'm not going to be using your white flour. I'm going to be using spelt flour. And spelt flour is a little bit different, but you can use a spelt flour and literally make your tortillas for it or your base for your taco. For my tacos, I usually use a mushroom and a walnut mix. And then, of course, add all our seasonings. I can make a cheese sauce using butternut squash, and it's amazing. So, yeah, we can get into some stuff, y'all. I haven't been doing that. Like I said, I was doing this for a minute, y'all. Like, I'm playing. Which one? The Husky? Nope, Hyper Touch. This little one. Now I don't know why this was sitting up here stuck on the side of my refrigerator, but it was. So that's what I had on for light because I don't have this ring light plugged up. Rachel says I bought some avocado oil yesterday. It's just so expensive, $20 for the bottle. Yes. It definitely is. Bonnie says, OMG, let's go. It's up 9. Yes, goodness. Yes, honey. Let me see. I tell y'all what, since I can't post nothing else, I'm gonna post some pictures on here of some food that I have prepared over the years. I'm trying to see if they're on this phone, because this phone's kinda new. Oh, that's what I need to do. They're on the phone that I'm on. Because that one was the one that was on, what was it WhatsApp? Not WhatsApp. Discord. I think we were on Discord or something like that. Let's see. Do I have any albums? No, I don't. Yep, so they got to be on that phone. But yeah, guys, so we'll get into it. I'll post some stuff and y'all can look at some stuff and we can talk about some stuff and we can get it together. Let's see. Yes, another oil that's good. I caution you about the oils because some of our, like an avocado oil, is better for like a dressing or putting on your food. It's not necessarily the best for cooking. When you look at your oils, you want to be concerned with the, what is it, the heat temp or the heat point of the oil. Some oils really become bad for you when they're heated up. So, like, I know a lot of hospitals cook and have things with like olive oil and stuff like that. Olive oil is not an oil that you're supposed to heat over a certain temperature. So, for them to be cooking food in olive oils is really a disservice to the people they're calling themselves helping in the hospitals. Um, so yeah, we had a big round about that when my grandmother was in there with cancer and stuff, because they all of the foods and all of the things that they were bringing her were things that were cancer causing foods, like cooked in oils that should not be heated up, and so we had to really get them to realize that they were not doing the best things. And of course, the dietitians don't necessarily want to hear that. The hospital staff don't care. So we had to get an actual order in with her doctor to have them prepare certain thing or put on her thing that she couldn't have anything cooked in oil, because they were everything, the eggs, the all of the stuff that they were giving her to eat was in oils that should not be cooked at high temperatures. I know people to this day that are cooking, frying things in olive oil. You should not be frying in olive oil, you guys. But one of the oils that you can fry in is a grapeseed oil, and it does have it's way better than like the vegetable oils and stuff like that. If you're trying to look for an alternative, if you have the any of the other oils, use them up. Just look at ways that you can use them. Like if you had the olive oils, let's try not to fry with them anymore. Let's use them when we're making like salad dressings and stuff like that, because you can use it. The oil is good for your body. It just can't be heated up. You know what I mean? So like there's certain types of oils and things we can have that's good for us. We just can't heat them. Kind of like people say about mayonnaise, and I know that's totally like a bad analogy, but mayonnaise is, people like mayonnaise, but mayonnaise will make you sick as crap if you eat it while it's hot. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those kind of things. So look at your heat points for some of your oils. Um, and that's another reason to not rush out and try to get everything, because you'll get in the store and you'll be like, oh, this says it's good for you, or oh, this says it's healthy, it has these acids in it, or this and this, and you'll get caught up in some of the labels and buy things that you may later on figure out are probably not the best for you. Hey, Julia. Fish needs to be fresh caught, not farm raised. Correct. Yes, that kind of thing. When you're picking up your fruits and vegetables, you would want to get organic fruits and vegetables, or them straight from farms and places that are not treating with certain types of pesticides or glyphosates and things like that, which are cancer causing things. So it's like they tell you to eat the fruits and vegetables, but the most of the fruits and vegetables that are on the shelves have a wax on them or have been treated with chemicals, pesticides that are very cancer causing. So it's like they tell you to eat the stuff, but then they don't give you the good stuff to eat. So that's why you have to really be in a position to either absorb the information that's giving out, or go out and research it for yourself, or get into a good program that's going to lay it all out for you, so that you're not caught up in some of the decisive ways that they're advertising some of these things. Just like I was telling y'all, those aren't the correct type of bananas, but that's the banana that I had available. That's actually a hybrid banana. Um, just like broccoli. People are like, oh, broccoli's the best thing for you, and da 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 da. Broccoli wasn't even around like 100 years ago, you guys. Like there was no broccoli, there was no cauliflower, like that stuff wasn't growing. Somebody created that. So even though it's not as bad for us as, say, French fries or potato chips or whatever, it's still not a natural something that our bodies have been used to eating and assimilating with, digesting correctly, and pulling out the good things. So, yes, it's not one of the worst things to eat. It is a better food. But if you're trying to heal your body, you want to stay away from the worst, introduce the good, move yourself to the best. And those best options are going to be what will help your body start repairing the issues that we've encountered, any of the diseases and health issues and that kind of stuff. Also, good fastings and purgings and detoxes. Um, Back in the day, and I know I've told you guys, and I'm going to get off of here. Back in the day, the old people used to give people working medicine. I don't know if y'all knew about that, but my folks called it working medicine. Every couple of seasons, every season, the old people would give you the what is it, cod liver oil and the so and so and all that kind of stuff. They give people that kind of stuff, give the kids that, because it worked them. Well, essentially, what they were doing is killing parasites and disease and things like that in their bodies. They were cleansing their colons, removing all of that additional waste that doesn't actually come out of our systems. So that's the reason behind the cod liver oil and the detoxes and things. Those nasty, what is somebody said, like a, not turpentine, some kind of nasty oil, turn oil or something. I forget what my mama said. But they used to give kids that kind of stuff. Nowadays, people my age don't even know about that. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to clean out your system, put the good stuff in there, rest your body, adapt some adapt some new habits so that your body can really start to repair itself from any damage that we may have done to it. Julia says glyphosate are bad, and commercial food has this in it. From the gardens fields to your table. I tried telling this to the doctors. They didn't want to hear it. Kills me. Organic is the way to grow. Yeah, a lot of the doctors don't want to hear it. And once you find you a good one that understands, like my doctor knows, I don't like to take medicines. I don't like to do a lot of the other stuff. If there's a holistic or natural way for me to do it, that's going to be my option if at all possible. Um, but in the same sense, some of them don't necessarily know. They haven't taken the really looked into how food contributes to a lot of the stuff. They get paid to prescribe medicines, and so that's what they do. Um, yes, they did, but most of it was harmful, but they did not know. They were black label now. Yes. Dark Seed TV. I'm an Indian. Invite me to your house. Oh, wow. Dark Seed TV. Why would you come in here doing that? So, anyway, thank you guys for joining me, for listening to my TED Talk, watching me make my smoothie. I may need accountability buddies. But for me, I'll get up and do it because eating this way and doing these things are so much more, or so easy. And it costs so much less money when you're not buying meat to go with every meal. You can grow your own mushrooms. So it's like you don't even have to necessarily go. I go to the market, the fresh fruit, and get all my produce and all that kind of stuff. I'll go to a farmer's market and load up for the week. We have a couple of mushroom suppliers here, and I'll go and get like $20 worth of mushrooms, and that'll last me for the entire week or week and a half. And that's cooking multiple meals with my mushrooms. So it's a lot less expensive to cook this way around the outer edges of the store rather than the processed foods that are in the center aisles. So anyway, we'll get into more of that a little bit later. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Please give the video a thumbs up. Yes, please, and thank you. All right, guys. Thank you, Miss Alicia, for putting that out there. I'm going to head off of here. You guys have the most amazing day and the most amazing start to your 2026. I am super excited to be here. And I thank you guys so much for having me, putting up with all of my shenanigans. And let's be great for 2026. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a good one.